Welcome to In the Glow. I am Desiree Stordahl, the Senior Research and Education Manager.
And I am Deb Kilgore, Director of Educational Programs here at Paula's Choice. And this is, in our clinical line, this is the clinical 0.3% retinol plus 2% Boccucciol treatment. So this is really exciting. This is the addition, like I said, to our clinical collection of products, which really is, I don't know, they're kind of like add-on or bolt-on products. You can really customize your routine if you're experiencing advanced signs of aging or want to target some specific concerns. I think clinical is an area of our portfolio that you can look.
Absolutely. We'll kind of just start out by explaining, why another retinol product, because we have a lot.
We love retinol. There's a couple of reasons for this product. One is we can fill a gap. There was a gap in our portfolio. We went from 0.01% retinol to 1%, and this is what would be considered an intermediate or mid-strength retinol. And then we'll get into talking about, it's kind of a high-strength product, but a medium-strength retinol, so we'll have to kind of explain that.
The synergy between the Boccucciol and the retinol, making it a higher strength, even though that 0.3% of retinol by itself would be considered intermediate.
Yeah, so we'll dig into that a little bit deeper, but I think in terms of retinol and really our portfolio, the Paula's Choice portfolio altogether, is one of our strengths is we really have a strong range of different products, different textures, different strengths, and so we can really curate a routine for virtually anybody.
Yeah. And with retinol, because it is so well researched and just has so many benefits, we really do want a concentration that everybody can use. So that's why we do have such minimal, lower concentration, lower strength.
Yeah.
Now, bridging the gap with a more medium, intermediate strengths, and then that higher strength. So you really have options. If you've tried, right off the bat, a 1% retinol and it was too strong for you, you now have lower options that you can still get the benefits from, but you won't get that kickback or irritation you may have experienced from a higher potency.
Exactly.
So should we get into Boccucciol itself? But Boccucciol is a really interesting ingredient in that it influences a lot of the same anti-aging benefits that you have in skin that retinol can, but it's doing it via different pathways. So you're getting similar benefits, but you're giving skin, by combining it with retinol, you're giving skin almost like double the chance to, repair wrinkles, stimulate collagen production, help with uneven skin tone, firmness, all of those things associated with aging. They're working together just in different ways.
Yeah, exactly. All of those, retinol has like a 50-plus year history. We have receptors for retinol in our skin, and they take a certain pathway. I think Boccucciol takes similar but different pathways like you were talking about, and I kind of think of as retinol as the coach for your skin. It's encouraging your skin and telling it to behave more like it did when it was younger and before damage occurred. And Boccucciol is kind of like the coach's assistant, right? It's doing those same things. They have kind of the same end goals in mind, and so they're working together. And like you said, there's this synergy that happens, which results in more even skin, less fine lines, less discoloration, so super exciting stuff.
And the Boccucciol is really good for reducing inflammation. So
good call.
With retinol, some people do have a sensitivity to that. And so this combination of the two theoretically could help your skin better tolerate retinol, especially at this type of percentage using the 2% Boccucciol with the 0.3% retinol. It's a really nice way to get those heavy hitting benefits, but in a gentler way for your skin potentially.
Yeah.
And then also because it's reducing inflammation, Boccucciol is also anti-aging and preventative aging in that respect. It's really going to help ward off those signs that you would potentially see from sun damage, and just as we get older, it's really going to keep your skin younger longer. So that synergistic effect of what retinol is doing plus the Boccucciol is a really nice way to get those well-rounded benefits.
We can't just rely on one ingredient, right? So one ingredient, no matter how wonderful it is, no matter how much research there is behind it, we know that it needs those supporting actors to really lift it up and get the job done. So it's kind of like the same way we wouldn't just eat spinach or one particular ingredient.
Some of those supporters there's peptides, there's vitamin C, ceramide, just a whole host of other antioxidants. And one of the things with antioxidants and Boccucciol in particular is that it can help stabilize retinol as well. So it helps the retinol stay more effective longer. It's a nice way to support what's already a great ingredient, just keep your skin reaping those benefits longer, more effectively. So again, this is going to be something that you may want to start out slowly with at this strength because even though that 0.3% is a medium strength retinol, when it's added with this Boccucciol that's really helping strengthen its benefits, you want to start slowly and see how your skin responds.
We'll do kind of a breakdown of strengths from beginning, I guess, low strength, mid strength, and high strength. This really would be classified as a high strength.
Yeah.
So just to clarify again, it has 0.3% retinol, which is mid strength, but when you add that 2% Boccucciol, it does move it into the high strength range. So going back to what you were saying, just kind of easing into that.
When it comes to any retinol product, because I am one of those people who does have the sensitivity to it in those higher concentrations, so no matter what, I always start out at like, let's just try it once a week.
Yeah.
Let's just start from there.
There can be a
and see how it
delayed
goes.
response. Sometimes people, if they're a little sensitive to it, don't see it for 2-3
Yes.
days out after that first initial use. So I think that's a good approach.
You can also, what we call buffer any retinol product you're using. You have the omega serum.
Yeah,
over
I think the omega serum is great. I mean, on its own, but when you combine it with a product like this, and what we mean by buffering is basically it can minimize some of that irritation that one might experience, but you're still going to get the full benefit of the product. So
Yeah.
it's not inhibiting, it's not stopping this product from working, but it will make it a little more gentle on skin. So
Yeah.
you could do a layer of a product like this, followed by this product.
So the first question that we have is, what age should you start using retinol? And then someone else also asked, which I think is related to this, is should you use more retinol in your 30s?
I will start with the first question, which is what age? And my answer to that when it comes to retinol, or really any anti-aging product in general, and to back it up, retinol and Boccucciol aren't just anti-aging. Like if you just want your skin tone to look healthier, that's really what it's about. So that anti-aging word is an industry term that we use because we know people understand what we mean by it, but really it's not about age. It's really just about helping your skin look and feel healthier. But I always say, by the time you can afford to start buying your own skincare products, that's really the time to start using any sort of anti-aging formula or retinol or Boccucciol, because the sooner you start, it's kind of going back to that diet analogy, the sooner you start eating, foods that are good for you, the better it is for your life, right?
Yeah.
It's the same for skin. The sooner you start using those beneficial ingredients to help your skin, there's so many things that are preventative about this formula that are gonna help you down the road. So,
And thinking about Paula, she would say, we start aging the day we're born. It starts. So I think that's age is not a skin type. You could have somebody in their 30s who really doesn't have any signs of aging, skin is very healthy, they've been wearing sunscreen, been protecting it, etc. You could have somebody else in their 30s who has lots of signs of aging because maybe they've gotten a lot of sun exposure, they've not been applying sunscreen, etc. So I think that really varies. So we don't want to focus on that age part quite as much.
So our second question is, can you combine vitamin C and retinol?
Yes.
In unison,
I hope we can, because it does say with peptides and vitamin C on the front of the container, but no, yes, you can. And I think that's kind of a common misconception that's been
It's been debunked. There's actually
around for a while.
research showing that the two together give you even better results. Again, if you think about vitamin C being an antioxidant, it's going to help stabilize the retinol. It's going to help make everything just work a little bit better together. And the study where that misconception all came back from, it had been related to a pH issue. You don't need to worry about it. We've done the research. We actually have an article called, I think it's 5 Retinol Myths.
I think so, yeah.
So you can get the full detailed back scoop there, but short answer, you can use them together. Okay, another question we get as this product has rolled out is, why didn't we just do Boccucciol alone? We were really interested on the research of what they could do together. For us, it was really like, this is gonna be such a powerhouse product with the soothing effects of Boccucciol, the anti-inflammatory
such a potent
effects.
antioxidant, and the fact that this might allow somebody to use a high strength product. Maybe they couldn't use our 1% retinol treatment.
Yeah.
Maybe they can now use a high strength product with this unique combination. So I think it's really exciting for us to be looking at.
Also, if you guys are wondering what the texture is like, it's, I would say, like a lotion cream kind of. But I have
Absorbs super quickly.
super oily skin, so I'm the person who is normally afraid to put this kind of texture on my skin. I can tell you it absorbs in really quickly. It doesn't leave like a heavy, greasy, occlusive feel, the type of feel where I would be afraid it's going to clog my pores and make me break out. Of course, everything is so individual, so you have to experiment and see what works for you, but this texture is going to be one that's compatible with a lot of different skin types.
And then can you use BHA with the vitamin C and retinol?
Yes.
Absolutely. We would actually encourage you to, use that combination of products because BHA has its own very specific job to do, right? So it's working on the surface of skin and below skin to unclog pores, remove those dry, dead surface skin cells, and then you're getting even more benefit of great ingredients like vitamin C and retinol. Now, they're all potent ingredients, so depending on kind of your level of experience with those ingredients and how sensitive you might be or not, again, easing into it. You don't have to do everything all on the same day. You can break it up a little bit, kind of experiment and see what works best for you, but yes.
Okay, well, I think we are almost done.
Yeah, I hope that was helpful and exciting.
Check out our expert advice articles on our website. If you have pretty much any skincare question or ingredient question,
almost any question.
we've got it on our website. Okay, guys, until next time, thanks so
Bye,
much.
thanks so much.
Bye.